Hey guys, Lee with Untapped Potential. Today we are doing part 2 of Nissa's campaign. After evading the vampires, we are going to try to find out what is causing Zendikar so much turmoil. Alright, as you draw closer to the mountains of Akoum, you can feel the land churn with the raw magic of the plane. This is the Roil, the manifestation of Zendikar's wild mana. Before you can react, you are caught up in it. So the geography of Zendikar is constantly changing, like a planet in flux, like it's got a disease or something contained inside. And spoiler alert, that's kind of what it is. But enough about that. After mulliganing our first hand because it had no payoff and a lot of expenses, we keep a better hand with Scoot Mob, who gets more powerful the more lands we control. Once we control 5 at the beginning of our turn, he'll get 4+1/+1 counters, meaning that bug's going to get out of hand in a hurry. And unlike most of the bugs in Magic, this is a good one. So the opponent plays a Tempest Owl here, which is a 1/2 flyer, which will keep us on the defensive for a while. But we go ahead and play our Grazing Gladeheart here, or no we don't, sorry. We use Nissa's Pilgrimage, making sure to click correctly this time, in order to put another land on the field and one into our hand. We want to get our Scoot Mob as big as we can, as fast as we can, as well as using cards like our Rhino in order to start getting a good field advantage against the Roil. We don't want it to overtake us. So we don't quite have it this turn, but we draw another Pilgrimage. So first, we go ahead and play our landfall creature. We make landfall and gain a life. So next turn, our Scoot Mob will be active, and we go ahead and pass back. The Roil, which I know we're supposed to be like pretending we're fighting the landscape here in a desperate battle for survival as a bunch of owls swarm us, I guess. But in any case, the land itself appears to just be playing a bunch of flyers, but now we have a 5/5. So the land, as far as I'm concerned, can deal with it. We go ahead and gain 2 more life off our landfall trigger and attack with the 5/5, and the Roil chooses to take it. We play the Rhino here in order to start forcing the opponent to block us one creature at a time, which is the best way green has, at least with what we have here, to get rid of stuff. The Roil itself plays a Wild Zendikar, making one of its lands a 2/2 flyer. As our Scoot Mob reaches 9 power, we play another beast with the landfall trigger to get 2 triggers now and gain even more life. And then, using this as Pilgrimage, we gain even more by playing another land for the turn. We go ahead and attack with the Rhino and the Scoot Mob at this point, since even if the opponent quadruple blocks, it won't work. The Rhino curiously gets through, knocking the opponent even lower, and they attack us in the air with the 2/2 Flying Island. We have enough life that it doesn't bother us, and the opponent uses another Wild Zendikar to animate another island. Our Scoot Mob, meanwhile, is now a 13/13, which means it's to the point where the opponent certainly has to start making blocks. He chooses to chump each of our creatures, and we go ahead and play our Invoker and our Hitchclaw Recluse, which has reach, so now those islands can't even get through to us. Not that the opponent wants to use them. He plays a 0/3 Defender, which has a tap ability that would be supremely irritating, but since it's summon sick, we don't have to worry about it, especially not with our 17/17 creature. We go ahead and attack with everything, keeping the spider back just in case something goes wrong, and once the blocks are declared, we go ahead and give our Scoot Mob +5/+5 and trample, because there is no kill like overkill. We defeat the Roil, leaving it with a -17 life, which might be a new record. We also get our Sage Animist achievement for completely obliterating the opponent. As the Roil subsides, the land before you coalesces into an earth and beast-like form. The elemental approaches you with its head low, and you know that it is an ally. You form a bond with it, and you sense that it will guide you the rest of the way to Akoum. And it apparently sounds like a cat. Find out what waits for us in Akoum next time.